Hi, in this tutorial we are going to see the difference between future and future task. We will not only see their difference but we will also look at their implementations. We will see how we can use future and future task in the real-time projects. So let's start with the implementation. So here I am having a project Java multithreading. Inside this I am going to create a package named as com.sumit.playjava. And inside this package I am going to create a class where I will show the implementation. So I will name this class as future implementations, and I want the main method to be here, so I click on this and finish. So inside this I am going to create a callable object. For that I am going to create a class that is my callable, which will implement a callable interface. Callable interface, I provided the difference in the earlier tutorial. It has a call method which has some return type, and if you go with the runnable type, runnable has a void as a return type, and the runnable will have a method which will be a run. So here I am having a callable implementation, so I will have a method that is call. So here as you can see, this is a call and it is returning a string which I provided in the implementation part only. So here I am going to return a string and I will provide the string as task executed in callable. And now I am going to show the implementation, and first I am going to show the implementation of future. So for future I am going to create an executor service. So I will simply call the interface executor service and name it as ES with the class of executors, and I am going to create a single thread. For that I just need new single thread executor. Inside this executor service I am going to call a method submit, but let's first understand what is execute. So execute is a method provided by executor service which not only calls the runnable method but it executes it also. So we have this execute method which will only call the runnable. As you can see it here, it is only calling the runnable. So we want a callable. For the callable we need the method submit. Inside this submit I am going to pass this callable object of my callable. So I will create new my callable, and whatever the things which will be executed through my callable, that needs to be stored somewhere. For that only we require future object. So we are going to pass the parameters which is provided by submit method and which is returned by call method of the callable interface in this future. So I have named it as future object. So as you can see, the future object will store some data returned by the call method. So I will just print that data by calling future object dot get. So as you can see, this is the get method which will return the data and it will implement the interrupted and execution exception. So we are done with the implementation of future. So I am opening the console and let's run as Java application. So as you can see, task executed in callable. This is coming through this future object through future.get. Now let's minimize this window so that it will be more visible to you, and let me expand this a little bit. Now as you can see, this is a callable and this is the future object which is getting the data executed by the callable. So this is the callable and this is returning data in the string as a string, and this is being printed through future object.get. So this was about the future implementation, and we will see the second thing, that is the future task. For future task I am providing it as number 2 and I am going to show the new implementation. Unlike the future, we need to pass the future task, and in the future task only we can pass the callable object. So I will simply write new future task, and inside this only I am going to pass the callable object. So in future we get the object details, but in future task we need to provide the callable object in the future task only, and this future task need to be provided in the submit method. and I provide that future task ft in the submit method. So unlike future, which was just getting data from executorservice.submit, we are providing a future task in the submit, directly in the submit. And we can print the data provided by the future task by printing system.out.println and future task. I am just going to check whether the things has been completed or not to this method, that is done. And also I'll, after checking whether it has been completed, I will use future task.get method and I will run as Java application. See, it has shown the boolean value that is true, that it is done, future task is done, and after that it is printing the data which has been provided in future task.get, that is through this method. So this method is sending the data to the future task, and through future task.get we are printing those data. So this was about the implementation. Now let's see their internal working and how they differ. So if you look at the future task implementation, it implements runnable interface. So that is runnable future. And if you look at the runnable future interface, it extends actually two interfaces. So as you can see here, it extends not only runnable but also the future. So these two interfaces is extended by runnable future, and future task class implements this runnable future. So two layer of working is from future to future task through runnable future and future. So thank you all for watching my video.